My name's Marv, and the person you see up in front of you is Chime. Chime's gonna tell you a bunch of different stories on the top of their head. They're random scenarios given by friends that I'm gonna try to continue said story, and I'm gonna tell it in an ASMR kind of way. This is very dumb for me because I've never done this, but it's just something I wanted to get off like a bucket list kind of deal. It's not even a bucket list, this is more just cringe list if you ask me. So, what's gonna happen is I have a bunch of different scenarios, and with each different scenarios, I'm gonna have different backgrounds for the immersion, that kind of deal. This video probably won't be edited because I don't know that shit, so I'm just gonna upload the entire thing on YouTube, but that's okay. I'm just here for the moment, you know? Creating moments is kind of fun. Alright. So, the first scenario that I was given by a friend was two monkeys get into a car accident and begin to argue. Alright. Today is January for. Wait. January is the first month of the year. Damn, I'm already failing. Today is January 23rd, 2023. It's currently snowing in New York. The snow is a bit light, but it's more so wet because of the previous rain. We won't be expecting heavy snows until later in the night. It's around 2 p.m. Everyone's going on their days, working like any other individual in a capitalistic society. We see many individuals walking the streets from tall to short, slim to wide, to funky yet strange to interesting yet abnormal. Hold on, I'm replying people. Sorry. That's actually an individual who's walking the streets of New York during this light snow on their computer because they have to turn in a paper to their college within 3 days, and they just started. As they are typing away on the streets of New York, that's exactly where they are. They see a bunch of taxis slowly moving along the road. The streets are actually pretty slow, which is strange for New York itself at 2 p.m. during the day, which usually is around work hour time. But that's the first lane. On the second lane over, people are speeding through. It's just vroom, 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 non-stop. That's actually people going into their lunch shift. A new kebab shop opened up recently, and it's been getting high reviews on Yelp. 5 stars actually. That is their average, is a 5-star review. You, the individual who's on their computer, laptop, not really caring, but really hungry actually, has to finish this paper for your college. The smell is so overwhelming, considering that it's a kebab shop owned by someone of the nationality of the food, not a white guy. So you can smell the authenticity of the food. Your stomach is grumbling. You only had coffee just so you could stay up, and you only have just liquid in your stomach. You know you're gonna get diarrhea later in the hours, but this story, this essay must finish, which, by the way, you question whether or not you should even finish this class because you're majoring in English when you wanted to be a bioengineer. But you're only doing this just so you have a better look for future jobs when you know that won't work. That's just something that was ingrained to you by your high school teachers. So you're suffering away, typing it away, hungry, starving. You hear all these noises are all around you. The steps of upper middle class individuals, shoes, dudes wearing suits. But let's be real. We're, oh shit, thanks. That's gonna show on the VOD, but I should probably mute those if I can figure out how. Continuing this story, you see middle-aged buff men wearing suits that they aren't rich, but they have to look rich for their jobs. You see ladies wearing high heels just so they can impress customers at a Sephora or whatever, any other fancy kind of retail store you can think of. You just pass by them, you accidentally bump into one lady who kind of gave you that, hey, what you doing kind of vibe, but you don't care. Nothing catches your attention. You want to move on because the only reason you're outside right now is because you have another class that is a mile away. You can't drive because that costs gas money, and in current economy, it's expensive for a college student. So you're gonna do a mile walk towards your next class. Your focus, you're attuned to the study of English, which you still question why you're majoring it, but you're gonna do it. You hear people bickering, you hear people questioning the bill on a certain food. All that does, it just makes you hungry. You don't care who's right or wrong. You actually hear arguments from tenants from apartments 1 story up near the buildings you walk across. You don't care. It's New York. It's gonna happen. You hear dogs and cats barking. That cliche dog versus his cat world is happening right before you. But again, you don't care. You just continue walking. It's not until a car crash of 2 miniature size vans catches your attention. You turn your head. You only hear it and turn your left eye towards it because it's on your left as you're walking the sidewalk. You think to yourself, it's just New York. Car crashes happen every now and then. What's new? They're gonna bicker, they're gonna argue, they're gonna talk about insurance, who gets the benefits, that kind of thing. But before you could move on, this is what you hear instead of the usual New Yorker bickering. You were taken aback. You thought you stopped in your movement. You thought to yourself, monkeys? What? You shake your head. You probably think to yourself, I probably just haven't got enough sleep because I just started at 2 a.m. on this college essay for your English major. But it continues. It's going on and on and on and on to the point where you're not sure if it's reality. You lost focus. You look at your essay. There is nothing tangible on that essay. It's just random words, scribbles. Well, it's a laptop, so there wouldn't be scribbles, but it would look like scribbles if it was on paper and pen. In that moment, you lose yourself. The frustration, the depression, the anxiety, the absolute absurdity hits you. You dig your fingers across the keys and you break your laptop. Luckily, you have insurance for that. You throw it to the ground, breaking it in half. And you look to your left, ready to scream at whoever these two individuals, probably just two drunkards who do not know their ways and are both at fault. And as you turn fully, you're just in utter disbelief. What you see before you are actual monkeys discussing with one another. And what you thought was bickering and anger, they're actually conversing in a proper manner. They are standing tall and straight, about roughly 5'5". They trade each other's information cards, their insurance business, where you actually see them talking about the couple, because one of them just recently came from there. They handle themselves much better than any individual would in America or in the modern world. Your jaw drops. You rub your eyes. You think you're losing it. You think you need to go to the crazy house. But they're still the monkeys. You slap yourself across the face. They're still the monkeys. You pinch yourself really hard to the point where it turns a little bit red. They're still monkeys. You find yourself next to a public faucet that surprisingly is clean. But that's only because you're in the rich neighborhood. You take a drink, a long drink of water, and splash your face with it. And you look, and they're still monkeys. They're actually starting to converse as chums and enjoy each other's companies. It lasted for about 5 minutes, honestly, because you had to look at your phone at this absurdity just to see how long it went in real life. They shake each other's hand and went on opposite ends, going on their day. You don't know what happened. All you can see next is one of the monkeys who was going away from you, towards where you were walking away, actually almost curved into another person, a human. And you would think they would handle themselves well, considering how the previous encounter went. But instead, you see them yell out at the human, even giving them a middle finger and getting a banana, cliche I know, and throwing it at their wheels. After that's when you realize, holy shit, what just happened? Because that car that crashed or swerved into that monkey was actually, surprisingly, swerving on the road. And they lose traction. What kind of banana was that? They start to swerve left and right. They can't control themselves. They're in a fucking giant ass truck. The kind of truck that you would see a skinhead kind of drive. They try to hold themselves on the wheel, but it's not until they swerve to the right towards you, your eyes will open, and you think to yourself, am I gonna get into a car crash because of a monkey? But by luck, the car does not hit you. It actually rams over your laptop, which was already broken, into the public faucet. The faucet is now broken, spraying water up in the air. It's okay. You're okay. But now you're soaking wet even more. You're freezing because there's still some light snow. And you look at your surroundings and you think to yourself, I'm gonna major in bioengineering. Fuck this. And that was the first story. That was the first story that I could think of. I lowered the volume, so it should be okay. It shouldn't hurt your ears. But yeah. I could keep going, but I want to keep these short, and I'm only doing 2 hours at most. I might not be able to do all of them, but that's the first story. Again, let me thank some people. Punity Vega, thank you for your follow 10 minutes ago. If you're still here, thank you so much. Thank you. That was very kind of you. Jobler? Oh, you're a bot. Yay! Ban. People can see my sadness when I realize it's a bot. Alright. They are banned, and let me block them from myself. Alright. Yeah, bot. What can you do? Alright. I want to fall asleep to this. You have a good voice for this? I don't think I do, but thank you, Leek. I hope you enjoy that first story. Alright. Let me write this down. Completed. Next story. Alright. The next story, or scenario, was given by Leek Wibble, who is in my chat, but you won't see this in the VOD. She gave me a scientist hopes to solve global world hunger and takes eat the rich literally. He genetically enhances the chicken to lay a dinosaur egg instead of chicks and rears the dinosaurs to hunt down Elon Musk. For the sake of not using real people, because I don't want to get in trouble, just putting it out there, even if someone says you won't, I'm just gonna use fake names or be ambiguous as like this person. Leak, if you're listening, that's the plan. All right, now let me set up a scientist, huh? All right, let's see if I can find a good background image of a lab. I don't know how to spell. Experiment. Oh my god, I put in scientist lab and I get Rick and Morty. No, just give me a lab. I'm looking for like a mad scientist kind of lab. Ooh, this might work. Okay, that's one. Why is there K-pop I'm getting? Wait, it's your bioengineering chemist.
No, fuck. Chemistry. I get Full Metal Alchemist. Oh my god. Mad scientist. I'm looking through uh wallpaper engine workshop. So I'm trying to use keywords. Actually, yeah, it seems like lab was the only thing that was working for me, so I'm gonna use a lab again. But I'm looking for a good background lab. Biotics lab mixture. That's perfect. All right, 1 second as I download this. All right, leak. I'm trying. Oh my throat is already dry. Oh, and I don't have water because my dad didn't buy any water, so I'm drinking soda. Keeping that throat dry with soda. Excuse me. All right. It's almost finished. 99%. Hopefully it has background music. Ah, shit, it does. It does. Yes. All right, I'm gonna make myself a little bit smaller for this. All right. All right. Before I start, I have to get certain. I already have an idea. I need. Can you hear the background sound? By the way, like, do you hear this whirling and moving by chance? I don't know if that is being captured. Leak. It is. Oh, good. Excellent. All right. Hold on. All right. That's and. Hold on. All right. All right. Gonna adjust the volume. Tell me if it's okay.
Adjusting the volume. How does it sound? Too loud or is it perfect? Is it okay here? Does this sound okay, Leak? Or should I go higher? Good, okay. Also, I'm gonna lower the volume of the machine. It's too loud for me. Sorry, it's a message again. Alright. Alright. To reiterate, this scenario is a scientist hopes to solve global world hunger and takes eat the rich literally. He genetically enhances a chicken to lay a dinosaur egg instead of chicks and rears the dinosaur to hunt down rich individuals. I'm imagining the story. Today is June 31st, 3,332. Currently, the world is suffering. The rich is taking everything from the poor. Sources is being divided unevenly, more so than our current modern day. The lesser individuals get about 10% of food sources, with middle class getting 20% and the rich getting the rest. Funny thing is, the rich, there ain't that many in this modern day, or in this time zone. Currently, in the year 3331, there are only 29 rich individuals, or rather, rich family individuals. Their family size, it's not that big. If I had to describe their family tree, it's like a 12-foot tree. It ain't that big. The only reason that they are there where they are now is due to manipulation, military power, and because, to be honest, for 50 years, no one individual was governing the world. It was a council, and at some point, that council turned into rich individuals who did not care for the lesser folks. Your name is Zipper Abastine. Zipper Abastine. You're a bioengineer working for the upper class, but you're identified as middle class. If it wasn't for your job, you would be lower class. You're about upper middle class, technically. Because of your work, you can continually provide food for the rich, which, by the way, with your smarts and the resource provided, you can provide food for everyone, upper and lower. But you have no control on the divvying the food. The upper class does, or we'll call them the council. The council includes from your high politician to your oil barons to your I learn nothing, I'm just rich kind of guy. Nothing. In terms of political education, they just know how to manipulate others to do work for them. They just have the title. You, who tries to earn your spot in the upper side, to see that you are worth more to them, considering that you are able to save world hunger. Try to reach out to the upper class. You tell them that you can engineer completed meals with season. By the way, it's not plain food. You can make a full Thanksgiving meal with a drop of water. Those sci-fi futuristic TV shows you see on Disney where they have like ready instant made meals, or like Dragon Ball Z where they have a meal in a capsule. You can do that. You are smart. You know what to do. You just need the backing of individuals to spread out the word. Because if you were to do this on your own whim, they would catch you on it, remove your license, possibly take you down to jail. You wouldn't even be a lower citizen. You would just be incarcerated. You had to reach to them. You bring in a new product. You can already make meals with a drop of water. But water isn't so available. California used to be the #1 change in weather and global warming, which, by the way, in this current year, some parts of the land have been swapped over. What because of global warming? What is dry is now wet. What is now wet is now dry. But the fallback already happened. You were born in a time where the people who already had to deal with the fallback of global warming pass. You are the newer generation. You are someone who cares about the past. What was now the Antarctic is the desert. Not really. It has some grassy plains. It's like the new Florida, minus the, cocaine addicts and your random dude walking on the street who took like angel dust and is thinking like the president is wrong or something. I don't know. Florida. That's the Antarctic. The deserts are actually green lands with lush waters. The only problem is what would be food, local wildlife, is actually inedible because due to humans trying to survive from global warming, having to live underground, our diet has changed in a sense of de-evolution/evolution. We had to survive on underground insects and rodents to where animals up above actually makes us sick and feel worse. So we can't eat deer, we can't eat cow. But thanks to your product, you can make a Thanksgiving meal that has deer or cow or any other kind of meat that doesn't hurt our stomach, that adapts to it. It's as if though we are eating bugs. Because in the year 3331, people are eating bugs in mid-class, lower class. If you can find a big grub, like those big caterpillars, that is like lobster to them. Low-end stuff is like ants, because it's so small. The problem with the water is because it's slowly, over time, becoming contaminated. Natural water like rivers or lakes are being contaminated, that it's even harder to neutralize the effects because fish does have the effects that can hurt us. So, what you're able to do actually is you're able to do something that one could question if they're a god. You are able to make a man-made rain cloud. That's right. With your invention, you're able to make clouds. You're able to make mist. You're able to make rain. You are able to make a purified water source that harms no one. It has none of the bacteria that could harm us from fresh water. It is 100% clean for anyone to drink, to bathe, to wash in with their clothes, you name it. You introduce your instrument to the council. You're able to make a grand specter. What happened was they're in a table, a desk. It's one of those circular desks, the ones where elitists have because they don't want to be next to each other, but they're creating a circle because they're encircling the world, blah, blah, blah. you know, rich shit. You place your invention in the middle of said circle. They open a gap because it's the future. The desk can open up and let you in. You activate your invention, which looks like about the size of a coaster. That small. It's about the size of a coaster, but it looks like a donut with some sort of translucent liquid in the middle. You can tell it's a liquid because it's when you're walking with it that people can see that there's something in there because light is refracting on it. One of the council members can actually see really closely because let's be clear, these council members, they're far away from you. This table's big, but they're farther away from you. They have those prissy goggles with the stick on them because they don't want to get near, but they can see what seems to be electricity in the water. You step back, they close the table, and with a switch or flick, of a switch that you have on your pocket, your invention activates. Everyone around them is waiting there. 10-second pass, 20-second pass, 40 seconds pass. They begin to doubt you. They think you're a sham. They think someone else created the food invention. But you tell them to wait, for the invention has to adapt to its current environment, which is inside a huge 50-foot high room. Lights begin to flare up. It is a of colors, from reds, blues, purples, to whites, to black, to any color spectrum you can name. And suddenly, you begin to hear sparks. You begin to hear statics. And the machine fully activates, and a beam of concentrated electricity shoots up towards the ceiling. You think it's about to break up in the ceiling and create a hole, but it actually stops because the machine recognizes how much room it can do, because that's how much environment there is. A small cloud, a small uniform spherical cloud begins to form. It's not one of those bumpy clouds that you would normally recall. It's more uniform and in the shape of a sphere. And rain begins to fall from said sphere. It's on minute, the council can only watch in amazement. It takes the sound of rain. It stops. You turn off the rain. Actually see tears flowing from the council members' eyes. You see, in the current year of 3331, the world is covered. Cities are covered in giant glass domes. For if they were to bathe or soak in natural rain, they would get sick. The dome has been there for years. It has not rusted. It is also soundproof, so people will not be distracted. The council members find themselves astonished, crying, to think that they only watch from a far distance, to think the stories that they heard about from past records, from either people's storybooks, newscasting, or family videos was right in front of them for a split second. They felt their heart move. And Zipper thought to himself that he had caught the attention of the council. That perhaps with this he can bring rainwater to everyone, and soon food, so that the dividing of food can slowly go equally for everyone. Everyone in the council members began to clap and cheered and congratulated you for your invention. You thanked them. You were happy that they loved it. You began talking about how this can be easily commercialized and that you wish to spread this out so that everyone can have rainwater. They agreed with you. They said, yes, we should do that. We should commercialize this so that everyone can experience rainwater. In the upper district, your eyes widen. You're taking it back a little bit. You stop him. You try to correct him and saying, no, I meant everywhere. Upper, middle class, lower class. So everyone can experience rainwater. So that everyone can have clean water to drink, to bathe in. You name it. Everyone is taken aback by that ridiculous dream of yours and begin to laugh at you. They begin to laugh and talk about, oh, it's probably because he's a middle class, barely a middle class, that he thinks that we'll give this to everyone. I'm sorry, but technology like this, said a woman wearing a ugly black dress. And when I mean ugly, it has those kind of puffed out shoulders of a dress, and puffed out hips, and then puffed out knees. Where, by the way, the dress cuts off above the knee. It is ugly, and her hair, it looks like she could use some conditioner. That thing ain't slick, but she thinks it's beautiful. I don't know what's going on with her head. She tells you, it's probably because you're from the middle class, barely, from what your record says, that you think we're gonna give this to everyone. Something like this could be abused. use them, and what exactly are you going to use it for? If I may ask, since you seem to be the redeemable ones. She says to herself, oh, I can finally get my hair dyed and without the worries of a long appointment because it's easy rainwater. You close your eyes and you twitch. Another one spokes. Oh, I can finally fill up my hot tub with fresh water. You twitch again. I can fill my private dump, have it cleaned out by the individuals, and fill it up so I can have use for that yacht that I found. Actually, I don't really need a yacht, but I have a use for it. You grit your teeth. Others keep giving out ridiculous ideas that is not important, that does not help out the community, the world, anyone. It's just selfish ideas coming from them. You bite your tongue, you close your eyes, and you look towards them. My intent was that so you may see reason that the low class and middle class are suffering and could use something like this. They're already dealing with food shortage. They could use some water, please. Because it takes too long to purify water as it is. It's not like salt water. Just any water takes years to purify and it's expensive. One of the council members jolted up. You're right. It is. You have moments of hope. And you reach out. See, we could actually charge them for this, says the council member. We could make it that if they wish to use the rainwater for each individual, since it can be controlled at a small area, we could charge them a minute of rain. Let's think. $120 per minute of rain. And everyone's like, oh, that sounds great. That's even more than what we could get from purifying. Your sense of reasoning begins to crack. So you give them one final question. Do you have no intention of making it easier for you grit lesser people? You have no intention whatsoever to make it easy for them, where things don't have to cost so much, where things don't have to be so hard to obtain, do you? They look at each other, think for a second, in all unison, say to them, why should we? This system has been working for well over 100 years now. Why should we change it? Your mind, your inner mind palace of a peaceful resolution shatters. What was filled with a bright, shining light of hope is only filled with despair. What was a smile of a future is now a look of anger for the present. One of the council members is taken aback and is like, whoa. If things go well, we'll make you an upper class, would you say? You begin to laugh. You know that's actually quite a good offer. But before you decide on that, how about I showcase one of my latest inventions. I actually had another one. It's in beginning stages, but I think it can work out. They're all immediately intrigued considering your last invention. Really? You have another one? Yes. You see, I'm a bioengineer, and for those who don't know what that is, because I'm sure none of you do, considering your backgrounds, it means I can genetically change the genes in an individual, or through one small genome, create something new or bring something back. So what? Said the oldest individual. I can bring back something. You can revive the dead, said the old man. Sort of. I mean, it is being revived. The old man slams his desk. Show it to us now. You lean back with your hand on your chest. Are you sure, sir? You say, boy. It might not be ready. It might be dangerous. I don't care, says the old man. If you can bring back the dead, you might be able to bring back us. Show it to us.
All right.
Said the old man. All right, said Zippy. I'll show it to you. Where is it? Said the old man. Ah, it's actually right in the middle. My right invention. I can alter it real quick to put its setting to reborn. You take your invention, you flip it to the other side. On the other side, it's the same format, but instead of a translucent liquid, it's more like a green slime, green viscosity that kind of has it has a viscosity of blood. Now, to start this invention, I need a little bit of material. You see, I love reptiles. I can only watch them afar because any bite, even from a bearded dragon, can infect me with a bacteria. My mother, who was a lower class, risked her life to actually get me this fang from a lizard. I'm not sure what kind of lizard. It's roughly about an inch long, inch diameter thick. But I appreciate it. It's been cleaned, so I can't be infected. But with this, I can go back to its ancestry with the right settings. The old man screams, I don't care about some reptile. I want you to bring back a human. Oh, but sir, says Zippy, you got to remember, we weren't the first beings on Earth. There were creatures, and I need to show you just how far back this machine can go. You take the fang, and you drop it into the green liquid. It immediately dissolves in seconds. You place it down. You walk away. And you tell everyone. Now, I'm a bioengineer and I should probably know what came first in evolution, but I do know that reptiles, specifically dinosaurs, specifically T-Rexes and other forms of reptilian were there, and they were brutal. They don't stand for anything. They are one of nature's original apexes. They don't care about status. They don't care who you are. They just hunt, mate, and feed. And I'm gonna demonstrate that right now. And you flick your switch. It begins to activate again. Electricity flares up. It spews everywhere. It goes from all corners of the room until the lightning themselves begin to swirl and coil into one singular beam, unlike how it was for the rain machine. And then a beam of black light emerges. The beam is louder and louder and louder. As it continues, a small little thing approaches out from that tiny little beam, which is about 2 inches wide, 2-inch diameter. A tiny little thing, which is actually a claw, emerges out, and then it gets bigger as a foot comes out, and then a thigh, and then a body, and soon the head. And what stands before them is a giant T-Rex. Everyone looks in amazement. They applaud you for your creation. And they ask you, so when can you start on creating humans? You say, oh, real soon. As you tell them, before I can start, I just need to get the material. And with a switch hidden from under your control module, you click a button, and the T-Rex looks at you, and it immediately dashes forward towards you, squashing one of the council members. They think you're about to be attacked or eaten, but it merely bows its head towards you and starts rubbing its head on you. You scratch its nose. You give it a little pet. And you tell it, I know you're your own person, but I think I'll name you Victor. Now, Victor, being newly reborn, you're probably hungry. Why don't you eat those individuals right there? And we can start a new kind of world. One of the council members screams, "What?" as the T-Rex begins to roar in his direction. As what happens before you is just blood, limbs, guts being spread about in this room. They try to run, but they can't outrun the T-Rex. One actually makes it a door, tries to open it, but it's locked. And all that's left on that door handle is someone's arm and hand. Everywhere, every council member, left and right, has been mauled, ripped, shredded apart. An eyeball actually flies towards you. You catch it with your hand. You look at it. It was one of the eyes from the old guy. You feel a little rumble in your stomach. You shrug and you bite on his eyeball and begin to eat it. His juices squirt out of your mouth. You begin to chew. It's actually pretty not bad, you think to yourself, as you watch in the massacre happening before you. You walk towards a nearby outlet and connect your control module to it. It begins to record you, sending a message out to every individual in the world. You give out a speech. You tell them that the way of the council has been abolished. The upper class is no longer. You have massacred them through the help of your T-Rex, as everyone sees your T-Rex in the background, still munching away. As one person is crawling with no lower body. You tell them that you're gonna be honest. You tell them what you made for the upper class. You tell them how you're gonna change that as their leader. You tell them that he's gonna be the leader that will care for the people. He tells everyone that this story has probably been told in history for centuries. What hasn't been told or shown is the honesty of a leader. And I will show you that right here, as everyone sees the remains of the original council. My name is Zippy. I will guide this world so that we are equal. And to anyone who aims to remove that equality, who aims to create a hierarchy that is against the people, for the worse. Well, Victor's next meal, as Victor screams one more time, and the feed cuts off.
And that's the story. All right, there's your story, Leak. I hope you enjoyed it. That is your story. I hope you liked it. Whoever else is listening, I hope they like it. Lurking, passed by, I hope they liked it. Clap, clap, clap. I am glad that you liked it. Let me write as completed. Yeah. So, because it's my story, and like, just to continue, Zippy is now a leader of the world, because there was no like, it was more like the council had a district that they hold, and that's the continents. Zippy now overruns everyone. He does have advisors, but he's gonna be honest, it's a little bit dictatorship, because he will kill people who are against him, but in the sense of, if you're straight up trying to create a negative environment, basically we're going back to what we were, where everyone was suffering and only a few individuals were succeeding. I'm just gonna get rid of you. Not worth my time. But if you're just like, I don't agree with this, and it's like, let's talk about it, in a public discussion, stuff like that. He'll fight for his role, and he will tell people, if you don't like me, I need, and this is how he gets them too. I need a unanimous vote from every registered voters. If there's a unanimous vote, he will step down and give it to um the next individual or people that the people choose. That's how he's going to implement the law. But yeah, that is Zippy Bastine. Bastine? I think the last name was Zippy Bastine. Zippy. Yep. And his friend, I'm not going to say pet because he values him. His friend, Victor the T-Rex. And here's the thing too, if someone were to retaliate, because let's be real, the council members, I told you that they have families. The families, family members does have their own private military. That doesn't bug Zippy at all because he's smarter than them. He can create prehistoric animals like velociraptors and T-Rexes and any other kind of animals while also equipping them with weapons. So a lion with lasers attached to its back, yeah, he can make that. Like, the character I'm going for Zippy is someone who's exceptionally smart, like big brain smart, but he actually does have a moral code. It's just a little bit skewed. So kind of like that lawful or chaotic good kind of deal. I don't want to say it could be lawful evil. I don't want to say lawful evil because most lawful evils that I see, they're straight up bad. They're trying to create a just society, but they're straight up bad. Zippy, like, he'll murder someone, but he's not gonna murder everyone who disagrees with him. Just the people that, the kind of people who stand in a way who are trying to go back to a upper class regime. He doesn't want that. That's Zippy. I'm glad you liked it, Leek. I'm glad you liked it. All right. I'm currently an hour and 30 minutes in, so this will be the last story. I'm glad you did. All right. This last one, I might do it again if it's a high demand kind of thing. I don't know. For 5 subs, that's the sub goal. I'll do more. Blech. All right. This one was given to me by Demi. And his scenario was you were interrogating the wrong person about finding another person, but you were convinced they know when they actually don't know. So it's very awkward. So basically, I'm a shitty cop. I'm a shitty detective. I'm a shitty detective, basically. I can easily figure... Here's the funny thing. I've been watching a lot of detective shows, specifically Korean detective shows, so I know what to do. I know what to do. All right. All right. All right. Let's see if I can find one. Detective room. It would be more like interrogation room. Hold on. I need to spell interrogation. Interrogation. It is 2 R's. What the fuck? Okay. Just Batman. I'm not here for Batman. Alright. The one that looks like the best would be this. No. We don't talk about... Oh, hold on. Let me. All right. Jesus. Oh my god. Spelling. Police room. I'm looking for like, you know that scene where it's a small room, there's a table and a lamp. I'm looking for something like that. Small table, lamp. A crime scene, newsroom. Okay, yeah. Give me keywords. I'm hiding these because some people tend to put anime women as their wallpaper, and some of them are kind of lewd. They're not naked, but I don't want that shit. Crime room. Cyber hacker. No, no, no. I get rooms, but it's just not like table. You know what? Let me see if I can find something that just has tape. Oh my god, it's giving me the elemental table. No. No. No, 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 no. Newsroom. Come on, something that looks appealing enough. Oh, damn it. This. Oh, okay, I'm gonna show it. This looked perfect. I thought this, but this is a bed. I thought this was a table. Damn it. Sherlock? Let me do that. Sherlock. You know what? It might work. Oh, is this from the actual movie? I don't want to put the actual movie in here. Because it's showing me the Netflix Sherlock. Police room. Or let me just put police. Police, police, police. There's gotta be... Wow. The amount of police cars you get when you put police... People really like having police cars as a wallpaper. Interesting. Okay, actually this can work. Okay. 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 Alright, I'll put... I'm gonna hide the clown. Because this looks like a police station. And then I could be like, I'm in the back. Police... What the fuck is this music? What the fuck is this music? Hold on. Damn it. Ugh. Where is it? 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 It's not bad, but it's not the vibe I'm going for. It's not bad. Okay, so... Okay. So this one's gonna be the most comfiest for people who watch the VOD. Or who watch the stream. Detective Jazz. Noir detective. There we go. Perfect. Ah, shit. Alright. Is there a way to hide your taskbar on Windows? I know there was, but I'm trying to remember what it was. How to hide taskbar Windows 11. Really? There's no hotkey? I have to go to settings? There's no hotkey. Damn it. Alright, hold on. Personalize. Aw, shit. People getting the jazz. Oh. Okay, how do I hide it? Taskbar. There it is. Okay. Windows X? Nope. I'll just hide it. Oh no! Now everyone sees my fucking... Oh no, that ruins... Okay. So, hiding your taskbar does this. Interesting. I'll fix it later, so... Oh boy, here it comes. Blech. My screen is like cluttered on the right side. The things I do for immersions. Alright. Okay, let me pause this actually. I can't start the music yet. Okay. So, let it be known that people who are watching the stream now are going to hear the noir music, but people who happen to watch this VOD will not. I'm sorry. You turn it up on yourself. I'll let people know when I'm going to start noir music. It's on a random playlist, by the way, so just use whatever you feel like. Hold on. I need to think if I'm going to need sound effects. Ooh, I do. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna mute it, the Chrome, so people don't hear it. To surprise people. Alright, there you go, there you go. Yeah! Okay. One second. Gotta fix that immersion. Oh my god! Okay. Okay, anything else that I need? Oh. Gotta have this. Hold on, I need to find the right one. We will start momentarily. The fitness pacer program test. Okay, this one has a dude's voice in here. I don't want that. Wow, there is no like... Okay, that works. Alright. Alright. Oh god. Alright. Sip of soda. This is the last one I'll do. Oh boy. Alright. Getting the mic close. Alright. If you're listening, Leak, let me know how the volume is.
This is me whispering and doing the ASMR. Does it sound good? Is it a good volume? Is this alright? Is this good? League, are you listening? I need an okay from someone. police station is haunted. I'm just gonna raise it just a bit, okay? I guess I'll say it is. It's fine. Alright. Spotify, Chrome. Okay. So, to reiterate, this scenario is you are interrogating the wrong person about finding another person, but you are convinced they know. They don't know, so it's very awkward. Alright. Begin. You can smell the sound of someone puffing out their smelly cigarette. Like the year's 1962. You know smoking is hip. You're the new guy at the office. You were recently transferred after getting a promotion to detective. The place that you're transferred to, it is not your top of the line kind of station. For some reason, this building is really small. You see a bunch of wanted posters on the wall that this station should be catching, but they just don't. You see the front desk clerk and what you can assume is her beauty is going on and on about her day and how it was terrible at the spa because the person, hold on, because the person who was working on her would not shut up about her mole. You're taken aback a little bit, and when she turns towards you, you can see that mole. It's the size of $1 on her right cheekbone. You open your eyes wide. She looks at you. She squints, but she's still talking on the phone. You couldn't understand what she was saying. The only thing you could catch was her saying, "Hold on, we got the new one. I gotta go." And she hangs up. She approaches you out from her little cubby. "So, you're the new detective for this little old station," she says with a broken, what you can assume, Western accent. "Yes, ma'am, I am Detective Olivier." Redundant. She opens her eyes, taken aback. "Your name is Olivier." Redundant. "Yes, ma'am." You probably heard this before, but it's a bit redundant to have a last name called Redundant. "Yes, ma'am, I've heard it many times before. I just nod my head and sometimes laugh just to move on the conversation." Also, Olivier. What kind of parents gives their son a boy name, or a girl name? Well, my family wanted a girl, but they got me instead, so they kept the name to Olivier. "It's a shame that they couldn't get one," says the lady. I assume so, ma'am." "So welcome. So aside from pleasantries," the lady continues, "welcome to Police District number 36. Where the pair of panties, which, by the way, was his own mother. Could you believe it? No, I can't. Anywho, crime. We aren't the best at handling it. We just get lesser crime. We barely ever get big crime, and if we do, we head it over to District 35. I see, ma'am. So, I assume District 36 has never had an opportunity to prove themselves. Now, I would say no. Well, ma'am, I'm here to prove that wrong and give us a shining hope. How are you now? I hope so. If I recall, the woman paused. You're the new recruit, but you were recently transferred from 35 due to an issue. Yes, ma'am. I was transferred here. I was promoted, but they still wanted to get rid of me. How come? You kind of kick your feet on the floor, tap it with your tip of your shoe. Hey, stop that, says the lady. Sorry. I was kicked out because, I failed on a investigation, and it was a big one. It was a drug ring, and they had to let me go. I see. So they send the failures to us, says the lady. It seems so, ma'am. Well, just don't fail to catch some burglars or something, okay? It shouldn't be that hard. You barely have to interrogate someone. You just gotta capture them, bring them in, tell the chief, and you're good to go. Alright, ma'am. Take note of that. Oh, speaking of the chief, there he is. In comes a 6'4" man with a shaved beard, kind of like a 5 o'clock shadow. Thick eyebrows, big ears, big everything you could think of. This man was thick and large and built. You unsure if you can really say anything because all you can do is admire his stature and feel jealous. You're pretty fit yourself, but that man, if you had to consider it, is peak physical fitness. That's your captain and also your partner, said the lady. By the way, my name is Cassandra. Nice to meet you, Cassandra. Nice to meet you, Olivier. Now, excuse me. I gotta go back to the call. I gotta sue massage parlor. They said that they didn't want to work on me anymore because of my mole. Could you believe it? Said Cassandra. You knew that if you said anything, you'd be in trouble. So all you did is quickly reply, no, I cannot believe that, Cassandra. I hope you get your money back. Yeah, I hope so too. And she continues on her call. Chief, wearing a leather jacket, slim jeans, and leather boots. Kind of like, not those high boots you would see at Hot Topic. Boots like someone in the military boots, but like, they're not the brown ones, the black ones. You know, just trying to think. He comes in with circular shades, kind of like mine right now, and is wearing a helmet. And that's the thing that's off. His helmet is what you could think of a stereotypical man in front of you has a bunch of stickers and what seems to be Sharpie drawings of ponies, stars, princesses, you name it. He walks up to you with a cup of to say anything. He says, in the deepest, barest tone voice you could think of, "Are you the new recruit?" "Yes, sir, I am. My name is Olivia."
Mhm.
The man says, just grunting and mumbling as he continues his sip of water. "I saw your record," says the man. "You seem to have failed your previous case, failing at an interrogation and not getting the proper info to catch a drug ring, to the point where you even accidentally leaked information, if I recall. You bow your head in shame." "Yes, sir, I did." "Well, let's hope that doesn't happen here at 36. He reaches out his hand. "My name's Michael." You reach out with your hand. That man's hand could wrap not one but both of your hands, if he could. And he gives you a firm shake. And you tell him, "My name's Olivier." Redundancy. "It's a pleasure to meet you and work with you. You know, I could make a comment about your last name, but I think Cassandra already did." Cassandra shouts out, "I already did." "Yeah, I thought so." Alright. Let's get things straight. I understand District 36 doesn't do well with big cases, but we handle small cases pretty well. Domestic violence, robberies, petty theft, smallest forms of assault. You name it, we can handle those. Anything major, we always seem to have a zero track record. So what I'm expecting you is 100% in these small crimes. Do you hear me?" "Yes, sir." "Good. Second off, you're probably wondering what's going on with my helmet." "No, I actually wasn't." "Shut up. Everyone does. I take care of my sister's daughter. Sweet girl. She's about 2 years old. She likes to color a lot, and it's better she colors on my helmet than my sister's walls." "Oh, sweet. How sweet of her," you say to him. "Yeah, she's a sweet kid. So don't go making fun of this helmet, because if you make fun of it, you make fun of her. If you make fun of her, you got a problem with me. You got that?" "Yes, sir, I understand." "Good. Alright, let's bring you up on your first case." Already?" "Yeah. I said we don't handle major crimes, but this is more like a medium. We recently had a suspect in custody that has the potentials of a missing person. Now, he didn't abduct her. He was merely the driver of the suspect who took the girl. Now, what I want you to do is to interrogate this man because he is refusing to cooperate and find out this description of this individual. If you can." "Yes, sir. I'll get right on it." You walk yourself into the interrogation room. Small room. It's what you expect. There's a 4x4. What is it? I don't know math. It's a square table in front of you. One side's kind of lopsided. So you use your leg to hold it steady if you can. The chairs, they are uncomfortable. They are wooden and old. One of the nails are actually sticking out and pokes your legs every now and then, so you kind of have to watch out. look that I would say interesting at all. He looks like your average Joe. Short hair, brown, 5'9". Looks like to be around 22 years old. He seems to have a tattoo, however, on his right earlobe. You can't make out of it, but it's one of those tattoos that is actually an image if you turn an angle, and it's actually a flower, a sunflower. Sun is a flower. They uncuff the guy as they sit him down. You try to strike up a conversation. Hi, Olivier. Nice to meet you. And you would be. The man stays quiet. Michael, who's by the corner, watching, judging you, and seeing your skills, is intently watching while also having a snack. He's eating some chips. They are some crunchy ass chips. They're Lay's barbecue chips. And you think to yourself, damn, I never knew that they could be that crunchy and audible. What the fuck? But you keep your composure. What's your name? You already know the name of this individual. His name is Brian. Brian Bull. Brian Bull. At least you're not the only one with a weird last name. But you're asking him for his full name, just to strike a conversation to agreed upon. The man stays quiet. So you push on. Now, Brian, if I recall, you were seen with one of the missing girls, whose name is Cynthia Cruz. We have a bunch of eyewitness reports that they saw you in the front driving with Cynthia in the front as well, and she looked distraught. Yet we can't find her. We found the car, but we can't find Cynthia. Can you tell us about that? The man stays quiet. You work your head. You try to figure out what this man's thinking. And you know he's not the person, or that's what everyone else told you. He's just some driver. The way this man sits, the way he shifts his legs, the way he curls his lip and squints his eyes, your gut is telling you he actually was the driver. So you push on. People are speculating that you were some captured driver who had to bring around Cynthia and the apparent kidnapper. But I think you're actually the kidnapper. You took her and you dropped her off somewhere. And when I mean drop, you killed her. He looks at you in bewilderment of, huh? Michael, who's still eating his chips, raises an eyebrow as to questioning your interrogation techniques. You took her, and the reason why we can't find her are two options. She is in another location, locked up and hidden from the world, or she is hidden, but dead. I'm saying she's probably dead. You probably killed her. You probably killed this 18-year-old lady and killed her and hid her body. It's like, whoa, whoa, Some were hidden, probably in the fields, because who wouldn't? You probably found like a silo from a farm and stuffed her body in there because silos are huge, and you left her there to rot. It's like, whoa, stop. It's like, you're the victim. Yeah, right. You're the criminal. You're the one who did the crime. Now fess up. You didn't. I didn't do anything. I swear. I don't even know what you're talking about. Don't lie to me. You did it. You have the mark of a criminal on you. Look at that tattoo. I got this tattoo when I was at Hawaii. Hawaii? When you met up with your gang members. What? Yeah, that's a gang member tattoo, isn't it? No, it's a symbolized rebirth. Yeah, rebirth as a gang member. You are the criminal who was a normal individual who went into the life of crime. You probably sell drugs, don't you? Oh. Starts to begin to cry. You think you got him? You think he's about to fess up about his crime? Yeah, that's what I thought. You probably have done so many dirty crimes. We do the small crimes here, but we got a big criminal on our hands right now. Murder, major theft, drug smuggling. You're gonna go in jail. Actually, for all these crimes, you might just be hanged on the spot. Begins to cry. Michael, still eating his chips, by the way. It's just taken aback. Because he knows he's innocent too. But he's just questioning, why are you doing this? And judging your character and he's just questioning how this person could. He's just questioning why you're here. Cries. All I did was trying to drive to a lake so you could dump the body there? No. So I could feed some ducks. I visit ducks late at night to feed them because no one will bother me. Before I could leave my car when I parked, a strange man cloaked in black took me by the arm and told me to drive away with her. That's all. And he said that if I told anyone, he would murder me. But not before the ducks. Not the ducks. One of them just laid eggs. He said he was gonna make fried eggs with their eggs. I didn't want to. You stop in every form of movement, body. Your brain stopped moving. Your voice stopped moving. Until you could finally reach out and say, wait, what? You're not actually the one who took her? No. Wait, no. Did you really think I was? You look to the side. You look to your left. You look to your right. You look at Michael. And all you could hear from his face was, dude, what the fuck? And you're just beat red of embarrassment. And you're just whistling. Oh, sorry about that, Brian. So you didn't do it. That's great. You never were. That's awesome. Looks like you don't have to be going to jail and get hanged. Can I go see the ducks? You could see the ducks, Brian. If you have anything you could tell us, that would be perfect.
Well, I did see one thing.
What did you see?
I saw. A tattoo on his wrist. He was wearing gloves, but his sleeve was poking out just a bit. They look like angel wings. But the top part was. The bottom part had. What, Brian? Devil wings. And then immediately, your world begins to shift. You begin to have flashbacks as the walls begin to start caving into you. You remember District 55. You remember your case about the drug ring. You remember that they too had a tattoo of angel wings and devil wings, top to bottom. And how you failed them, and how you misled the investigators in finding them, and even leaking information to the drug gang. Brian, you look at his tattoo, and how he said it symbolized rebirth. You thought to yourself, I think it's time for my rebirth. But more specifically, redemption. You run up to Michael. You tell them, sir, that man who took that lady is affiliated with the drug group, the ones with the angel wings and devil wings. You snap your finger. The Ascendant. The Ascendees. That's it. The gang group is called the Ascendees. They're notorious for selling cocaine, angel dust, heroin, you name it. They're out the corners of San Francisco City and LA. You name any major city, they're everywhere. We have never been able to capture one of their members. They're so elusive. If we can capture this guy, we can actually stop. We can get information and potentially stop this group. Whoa. Stop right there. That's some major crime things. We should add this to District 55. It's already their case. But sir, if we can do this, it won't be a mockery anymore. We can actually be seen as people who are competent heroes. We could be seen. We could even get funding. Because I'm going to be real with you. When I walked in, I could smell the mold from the vents. I feel like I'm going to have to go to the doctors and get an antibiotic shot after this. Yeah, you're right. Come on, sir, please. I can't get... Michael is stunned and says, I can't give you that case. It's too dangerous by yourself. But sir, but that talk about not being seen as a mockery, I like that. So here's what's gonna do. I want you to investigate and find the girl. As soon as other districts find out that he's affiliated with the Ascendees, I want you, before he's transferred, to interrogate him. Considering how your last interrogation went, I'm gonna co-interrogate with you. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Get your information. This district
together so I can find some dudes to fuck me. You took yourself aback. What? Oh, sorry. Secret. Shh. I'm actually gay. You know that in 1963, the gays aren't that really appreciated. But you don't care. I mean, your sister's a lesbian, and you know how the whole ideal of keeping a secret. You tell him, doesn't matter. Whatever. I hope you do. It could be a nice, good way to get one up on guys and impress them. Yeah, right. Anywho, the job. Oh, right, yeah. And with that, Olivier went on search, talking to neighbors, shops, good shops, bad shops, shady shops, quiet shops, to get any information if they seen the girl or someone with the tattoo. Through hours and hours of searching, he eventually did, which led him to, lo and behold, a farm, a wheat farm with a silo. All I can say is just,
Huh.
what he was describing to Brian is happening to him right here, right now. He just hopes that the girl isn't dead. With Michael in tow, they search the vicinity. They look around all over the fields. They look in the farm shed. They find nothing except traces of needles used for injecting. And I don't mean horses or cows, because there are traces of human clothes near it and blood. They know it's this place. Michael calls in for backup in an ambulance. Towards the silo. This isn't a coincidence, is it? You rush in. Michael asks you, what are you doing? Just follows you ahead because he doesn't want to leave his new partner behind. You rush in. You stand before the door. It's locked. But it's rusty. It's a relatively small lock. You take your gun and you shot a couple fires at the lock. Bang, bang, bang. Comes loose. You kick the door open with all your force and you point your gun ready. And what you see before you is not a silo holding wheat. What you see is individuals strapped up to hospital beds with IV needles sticking into them on one side, and on the other side, syringes which is filled with heroin or meth, any kind of drug. For some reason, they intend to keep these individuals high while keeping them stable. You see other girls, other guys who've gone missing for months are now found. What you see before you is steps going down. And you can hear steps coming up. It's a goon. It's a guy wearing a helmet that's covering his face and everything. He's wearing a tight leather. He's wearing a tight, skin-tight sweater with black jeans and black shoes with gloves, with black rubber gloves. He sees you. You realize he's been caught. He immediately runs to the others, to what you're facing forward. He moves to the left to one of the patients on the bed. He pulls a gun out from the under the bed while also pulling out a phone. Excuse me. Pulling out a rod that has a button on top. He clicks it. Next thing you know, it's an alarm system. You hear sounds of cars revving up. And then 3 cars burst out on the side of one of the sheds. In the distance, it's just this one man. You face off on each other. You know you can't risk a fight without endangering individuals. Luckily for you, the light switch is right next to you. You flip the switch. The man is scared. He can't see anything. It's hard for him to even hear with the helmet. He takes off his helmet in frustration so he can listen carefully. The floor, which is in dirt, actually, which, by the way, this silo is actually furnished with like a plastic flooring and a wall. With that realization, with all the IV bags and other liquids, you shoot them. Bang, bang, bang. The assailant ducks and covers, not knowing where the shots are coming from. But you didn't aim for him. You aimed for the IV bags and bottles. Next thing, just continuous flow of the liquid onto the floor. Pitter patter of him slowly walking across the air. But the only light that he has is a slight opening from the door that you kicked. That's the only light source he has. He begins to walk forward, but not before slipping on some water. Due to the IV bags, he slipped on the slippery floor. He falls on his back and hits his head. Man really should have had that helmet, huh? As he looks up, and it's you. As you take your gun and knock him unconscious. You handcuff the man. You bring him to your district. You interrogate him for an hour. You tried your best techniques that you could think of. Some were failing, some were succeeding. But you got new information. You got the information on all of their major drug houses and where they keep other people, where they test the product to see how they refine it. With this information in mind, you go to District 55, you tell them everything you've got, and you tell them that you were able to do this, the flunky, and everyone at District 56. You tell them that you would like to be on this case with everyone. Your last partner, who is now the chief of District 55, questions how you were able to do anything. But seeing how you were able to actually bring in something that they haven't been able to in months. He reaches out his hand and says, "You got a deal." It's the beginning of Olivier's redemption.
All right. Oh, that's the last story that I'll do. Oh, jeez. Oh, third story down. Ah. Oh god, all this talking. I work the brain. I'm glad that three stories. I couldn't do any more, but that worked out. I enjoyed it. It was cringy, but for me it was. But I was enjoying it. I wasn't doing any just normal ASMR where I'm just like tippy tippy. This is the sound of a phone. No, I wanted to try to make it a little bit more fun and unique, especially for me to keep my brain going and just make up the story on the go. So that was fun. To those who were in my stream chat, such as Leek, Dark Hour, and anyone else who was lurking, thank you for stopping by and listening. I may or may not do this again in the future. I don't know. It's to be determined. Um, if I were to, it would have to be like a special occasion kind of thing. Maybe. Or who knows? The beauty of ADHD, even though you tend to do a lot of things at once, like you switch around a lot, um, it can give you the strangest itch, not physically, but mentally, like you want to do something, you know? So who knows? I might have the itch. But yeah, thanks for listening.